Do you have a steep property that's very hard to mow and very dangerous? Come along with me and I'll show you the mower I use that is very safe, very efficient and does a great job. Let's go. Hey guys, Musa here from Quantum Home Improvements and Solutions. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about mowing. And so we live in a fairly steep property and the soil quality is pretty poor and we have a lot of rocks. And so originally I was mowing with a Cox mower, but I rolled it down the hill a couple of times and it proved to be a death machine. So in more recent times I was able to acquire a better machine that had a lower center of gravity and a wider wheelbase. And so this machine is called the Razorback and there's 4 types. The first one is called the CMX 1401, which is a 2-wheel drive. But this one is the next model up called the CMX 1402. And it's a 4-wheel drive driven by a Honda GX 390 motor. And it's also hydraulically driven, which is great. There are no belts. And so the decking itself is more of a slasher than a mower and it can go through nearly everything, but not rocks. And so I've done some damage to the decking because I've given it harsh treatments. But in more recent times, I've picked up a slasher that attaches to my tractor and I do the rough areas with that. And so now this machine needs repair, but I have damaged the blades. Now the blades themselves are apparently made from the same material as samurai swords. And I could vouch that they are very high quality, very expensive, but very high quality. So now the machine has a very heavy shake on it and some of the screws and bolts are coming off. So I have to tighten everything back up and also change the blades. And so once I've done that, I'm going to take the machine for a demo and show you how well it works. And I'm sure you'll be just as impressed as I am with this machine. So this is the box of blades, the replacement, nearly $400 worth, but worth it. So in there you'll get 2 blades and also the housing and the nuts and bolts. So here's the blade and you can see it's loose. Also, the blades have been damaged and you can see on the edges. So I will keep these as spares, but it really is not going to be that good. It's had way too much damage. So here I'm able to take the nut off pretty easily without even using a spanner. So that's not a good sign. So you can see by this, the 2 different types. So you can see the new version and the old one. You can see how much damage has been made. So really I wouldn't be using it in a rock area again and I'll be utilizing the slasher more. These are also reversible. If one side damages, you can actually turn them around and use the other side, which is fantastic. Okay, so first you place your bolt into the blade. So this is the packer and the packer sits inside the blade. So that sits in like that. Then you get this little cover, the bell cover. Now this is to protect the nuts so the nuts don't get worn out. So the first one you put on then, there's 2 types of nuts. There's the male and the female. So you put the male first and you tighten that in. And then you put the female and that locks it in. So you got 2 lots of nuts that lock it in. And you got to do the second one really, really tight. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so then we get the other blade and this one's full of all this rubbish. Just get that out of there. So now this one is still on pretty solid. I probably can still keep this, but I'm going to choose not to, purely because I think they're going to be outbalanced because one has worn more than the other. So I will be taking it off. Okay, so the first one's off. Okay, so just that last bit's a little hard. Just take that off. Here we go, it's off. And a lot of damage on this one. The actual The washer itself is damaged quite badly, which is why it was shaking a lot, I would say. Once again, just finished off pretty tight. Now, while I'm under here, I can see there's some grease nipples that I can access pretty easily right now, so I might just quickly grease these. There's about 6 of them I can see. Okay, so I'm happy with that, it's all done. Okay, so now we start her up and see how well this works. First, you put your foot on the brakes to engage the ignition and put the choke on. Put it on, so roughly half the speed, and then turn the ignition. First, you put your belt on. So you can use the accelerator either by pedal or by hand. So this particular mower was made special for me. I've got a special seat that cushions for my back and also a roll bar, which is not standard with this machine, but you can get them. Just have to pay a bit extra. All right, let's do our demo. Okay, so I've got the level of the cutter at 70 mil and it goes from 0 to 150. I do have some hand rests here. Now I'll just engage the blade and away we go. Okay, I'm finished and it looks great. So the grass did get a little bit long. I just recently had a second decompression of my spine and that was about probably 2 months ago. So I had to let the grass grow a little bit, but which is fine. There's a lot of carbon that can go back into the soil. But the Razorback CMX 1402 is back to its original state, which is fantastic, and it cuts beautifully. At no point did I feel uncomfortable. And the great thing about this machine is it's got handles on both sides where you can change your center of gravity, and it just helps you to hang on a little better. And also having the roll cage is just extra security just in case something does happen, and having the seat belt. And that seat is just so cushioning. It feels a lot better than just having a hardcore seat. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. I'd ask if you please leave a comment if you have any questions at all. I will leave a link below of this product. And I'd ask if you please consider to subscribe and hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.